my name is Brendan Gendel. I'm here with Entegra Coach. Today we're going to be going over the all-new 2025 Entegra Coach Accolade XL. There's no better place to start than the chassis itself. Just like all of our products, we promote the ride and handling before everything. Our goal here at Entegra Coach is to be the quietest riding, best handling coach in the market at every price point, period. And Freightliner has been a spectacular partner for us to be able to accommodate that. This is going to be built on their ISB 6.7 liter engine, built and paired with the Allison 3000 transmission. There is no better pairing in the RV industry than that model. The reason that it is because it's going to be able to provide the power when necessary and the comfort and driving experience that our customers expect. The RV chassis that Freightliner has designed is RV specific. It actually has it right in their name, the S2RV chassis. It's something that, again, is driven and handled by the RV consumer. One of the reasons for that is some of the features and benefits that they've added. A very easy opening front cap, and again, easy access for preventative maintenance as you're driving down the road. If you need a quick stop, check your oil, whatever it may be. The Super C design is really unique in regards to you still get a lot of the luxury amenities of a diesel pusher motorhome with easier access and a little bit more heavy iron in front of you rather than in a traditional diesel pusher. So again, if you do need to check your oil, check your filters, whatever it may be, it's something that you have quick and easy access to. Again, another really neat feature of this is a nice soft close hood. So again, if a big gust of wind comes through, you don't have to worry about that hitting you in the back of the head, which is always a nice little safety feature as well. So again, nice and easy to get open and close, a little locking mechanism right over here to get that locked into place. But my personal favorite, one of the best parts about this chassis is the forward sloped or cab forward design. So again, as you're sitting in that driver or passenger seat, you're getting ready to pull into, let's just say, a traditional RV parking spot. You have the ability, if someone is in front of you, to know that they're there. That is one of the challenges of the RV industry, is as you're driving, you are traditionally much higher than your average automotive vehicle. Again, Freightliner's done a great job making sure that they are giving as much visible sight line to what is in front of you as well as on the side in behind you as you're traveling. So again, it's been a great partnership for us. I feel as if we've taken over this market in the Super C segment because of a lot of these features, a lot of these partnerships, and Freightliner has been spectacular for us to be able to continue to promote not just the safety but also the ride and handling portion. Right above the chassis is going to be something that's become iconic for the Entegra Coach brand, is going to be that seamless one-piece gel molded fiberglass front cap. For us, we want to make sure that the reliability and durability of our product is going to last not just 1 or even 2 years, but the lifetime expectancy that you want to own this entire rig. So it's one of the reasons that we've done that seamless cap is to avoid any leaking points. We've also added an automotive bonded windshield up there as well to make sure that you have the ability to incorporate as much natural light in the inside of your motorhome as you would like. So again, that's become something that has become iconic to the Entegra Coach brand. You're still able to accommodate that on this beautiful Accolade XL. As we move through the coach here, again, some of these really neat features that Freightliner has offered are extended to us, but some things that we've added and put a little bit of our own twist on. We've made sure that we have a nice tacky, durable, and grip as you're walking into the inside of this coach. One of the reasons that we do that is we want to make sure, because we are using fiberglass, that you feel comfortable and confident getting into the inside. So if I put my foot up here, there's no slipping that you have to worry about, even on a nice, beautiful fiberglass base. We've also put this into a nice transition wing. A lot of our competitors are going to be using a traditional 90-degree seam right here. We've actually incorporated that further back into the sidewall, so you don't have a 90-degree angle, which again a lot of our competitors do, where you end up capturing a lot of just moisture and ends up blowing out a lot of your seal. So again, us moving it into the sidewall gives us a nice transition cap. Personally and aesthetically, I think it looks much better as you're driving down, trying to avoid some of that harsh vibration or wind noise from the side mount. I guess I want to step back a little bit before we go too far and talk about the all-new 2025 paint. This is going to be our super blue paint. There are 3 additional options on top of this if this may be not your color. So I'm confident if you check out IntegraCoach.com, you'll be able to walk through all of the different paint color options that we have. Personally, this is one of my favorite. I'm a blue guy, so I've quickly fallen in love with this. As we move through the coach a little bit further, again, you'll be able to see this is a Sikkens full body paint. It's one of the most reliable paints in the RV industry. It's never fully cured, so it has a lot of elasticity and it avoids a lot of dilapidation over time. So it is something that we've used. You'll look at Entegra Coach product that's been on the road for 10 plus years and it still looks like a beautiful brand new coach as long as you're taking care of it. Above me, you're going to have dual pane frameless windows. One of the neat features of those frameless windows, not only is it dual pane, but it's also hidden to the seams. So if you're in an area like Tucson, Arizona, Phoenix, you have a high UV rating, it's going to make sure that those seals are secure for, again, the lifetime of your coach. Dual pane is obviously going to increase your overall insulation factor. As we move below here, one thing I always like pointing out in our product is going to be metal slam latch doors. Again, you'll notice a lot of our competitors will end up using just a traditional fiberglass or just a traditional, I'm going to say RV side panel. If you look here, we're actually using an aluminum. Again, increasing the overall durability, but it's also increasing the overall insulation factor. For us, that is extremely important. When you look on the inside, you're going to get nice deep pass-through baggage compartments here. So again, if you need to bring something, fishing poles, kayaks, whatever it may be, you're going to have no problem getting those on the inside. We're also using a tapered seal here. So again, if you do get moisture down there, you don't have to worry about it sitting or become stagnant in any area. It is actually going to taper off, very similar to a funnel. So there are, again, a lot of really unique hidden features on our Entegra Coach product that most people aren't even aware of, and hopefully these videos are extremely beneficial for you. Above me here, right behind this is going to be our exterior entertainment. That is standard here at Entegra Coach. So what we're trying to do is eliminate the quantity of options that you have to go through and on your order form. We're building our coaches on 99% of the market wants them. So avoiding and eliminating all of those options is going to increase the overall resale value to you when you go to trade this in for a 2028 Accolade XL. Exterior entertainment is a prime example of that. We want to make sure that, again, not just the inside is a luxurious entertainment spot, but also the outside. One thing that I absolutely love right above that is going to be integrated awnings. That's something traditionally you're only going to find on luxury diesel product. Those integrated Nova awnings are going to be armless. So again, it gives it a nice seamless transition from your sidewall up into your roof. Again, something that is extremely hard to find if found at all on Super C product. If you look at our high-end luxury diesels, you'll have that on our Aspire, our Anthem, or Cornerstone. You're getting that on a beautiful Super C. So when we promote this as a luxury, it truly is. Last few things I just wanted to point out here. Again, when we talk about compartment storage, there is no shortage of that. It goes and goes and goes. The last bay back there on the tail of this coach is going to be a rubber compartment. So if you do have some items that maybe you don't want to put on carpet to dampen that road noise, we've made sure that we have a little compartment to be able to put muddy boots, whatever it may be. A couple more things I want to talk about on the outside of this coach is going to be our overall roof construction. We are using a fiberglass roof. That is the most durable construction format that you can build in the RV industry. So if you're driving down the road and you're maybe there's some overhanging branches that you're worried about, the durability of fiberglass is going to be far superior than what you would find on a traditional TPO or a rubber-based roof. We're also going to have 200 watts of solar up there. That is going to be standard. Dual 15,000 BTU air conditioning units. One of those will have a heat pump. And the last thing I always like to talk about is you do have optional Starlink. Starlink is over the last 12 to 24 months has become extremely popular. We were getting a lot of requests. On certain products, we do have that as standard. On others, we have them as options. So on an Accolade XL, that's a perfect example. But if you are traveling and working simultaneously, that'd be a great option for you to have. It's also nice to have if you're trying to stream football games or sporting events, whatever it may be. All of these televisions are smart TVs. So it is something nice to have at least available to you if needed. Another great feature of that Starlink system is you do have the ability to turn it on and off when you're using it. They are on 30-day plans. So if you know that you're going to be traveling significantly over a 30-day period, you have the ability to turn that on and then turn it off so you're not paying for something that you're not using. In regards to the overall power that is capable on this, you are going to have your 8,000 watt diesel gen. That is going to be a full house power management system. So again, running both of those air conditioning units and being able to power your lights and every other necessity that you would like to have on your road, you aren't reliant solely on that 50 amp power cord. So between the 8,000 watt generator, your 50 amp power cord, and lastly that 200 watts of solar, there's more than enough viable options for you to be able to power the inside and the outside of your coach as you're traveling. So we're now on the inside of this 2025 Accolade XL. We've been able to walk through some of those awesome exterior features. We're going to talk about some of the amazing interior features. I don't want to pass through the cab too fast because there are some really neat items that I think are extremely advantageous for our customer base. One of those is going to be the actual chassis itself. I know we've talked about some of the components on the outside, but the ride and handling, as I had mentioned, is extremely important to us. So some of the features that are on that S2RV chassis, you're going to have a computer balanced drive shaft, an oversized full stabilizer bars, rear air suspension. There's a multitude of things that we've put on here to make sure that the ride and handling is as superior as we can make it. The last item before I forget is going to be the SAC shocks. So between all of those components all working together, we want to make sure as you're driving down the highway or maybe pulling into a traditional RV park that you feel confident and secure, making sure that this all 39 feet of this motorhome is in control of you, the driver. As you can see, that cab forward design giving you increased visibility. You're going to have a nice large infotainment system that is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatible. So if you want to make sure that you have the ability to use Waze or Google Maps, Apple Maps, whatever it may be, you're going to be able to do a screen mirror directly to that infotainment system. Last item I do want to talk about up there is this will be, I should say, the new updated S2RV dash. There was a lot of consumer feedback of requesting Freightliner to modernize the aesthetic of that dash. I think they've done a phenomenal job doing so. I think they've made it transition from more of a truck look to something that is more automotive looking. So I think Freightliner did a phenomenal job updating the overall aesthetic. We also have nice wrapped or upgraded wrapped, it's more of an ultra leather driver as well as our passenger seats. That's some things that we hear all the time when we're at RV shows, whether it's Tampa, Hershey, how comfortable our driver and passenger seat is. So as you're driving those nice long 6, 7, 8 hour trips, we want to make sure that you're doing it in comfort. I think that our design team's done a phenomenal job making those as comfortable as we possibly can. So as we transition outside of that cab, as we were talking about that one-piece gel molded fiberglass front cap, this is the inside of it. One thing I think that makes this look just as good on the outside as it does on the inside is going to be our ABS mold. That is an automotive molding that we are using. I think the aesthetic of it is absolutely phenomenal. We do have that window shade closed. That is going to be on an automatic switch. So if you want to open that and get a little bit more sunlight, you have the ability, hit this toggle switch. You have some additional lights, 110 outlets. But again, the security isn't just on the inside, it is on the outside. This is a 750-pound bunk weight rating. So you do have the ability to use that as a full-size bed. If you want to have 2 adults up there, by all means, you have the ability to do so. We also have a 300-pound weight-rated netting. So if you want to have your kids up there as well, by all means, they should feel so doing it in confidence if they are tossing and turning in the middle of the night. As long as they're under that 300-pound weight rating, this net will be more than enough of a security blanket to keep them up there. So we'll transition now into the living space. This is going to be our 37M floor plan. This is hands down our most popular. The reason is you can see there's an abundance of seating space. You have cross-directional theater seats from a televator as well as a sound bar. You have a nice beautiful sofa as well as a dinette. So if you do plan on traveling with multiple people or plan on having this as more of the party camper, by all means you have the ability to do it in this floor plan. These are automatic recliners. So again, one push of a button, you can actually see right here, those will pop up. Some additional storage. Again, frameless windows on the inside of this. But before we go too far, one thing that makes this product so unique, this is actually a hand-laid porcelain tile floor. This is hand grouted, no different than what you would see in your house. We actually don't lay the tile floor until after the cabinetry has been installed. So again, no different than your kitchen. We want to make sure that we're not putting cabinetry on top of tile. It's actually working around it. This is a very labor and time-intensive product, and it's something that we are extremely proud of. Underneath that tile floor, you're also going to have in-floor heat, which is something that is absolutely great. As we transition around, you'll notice we also have a fireplace. So if you guys are going to be in colder climates, this may be an awesome product for you to have. In-floor heat. You'll have a heat pump up in that front air conditioning unit, as well as a 7,500 BTU Furrion fireplace. So again, if you are in colder climates, the dual pane windows, increased insulation, in-floor heat, there's a multitude multitude of different ways that you'll be able to keep yourself warm. If you're trying to go to more warmer places, which I think most of us are, dual air conditioning units in here is going to be more than sufficient to keep this house cool. Again, increased insulation from the roof, having that as fiberglass and a 6-inch depth of overall insulation factor. So again, whether you're trying to stay warm or cold, I think we've done a great job making sure that we can accommodate that. This is a nice soft ultra leather, extremely comfortable, actually one of my personal favorites in regards to the overall feeling and aesthetic. The last thing I want to point out, we do have seat belts in all of our seating locations. As we were talking on the outside of this motorhome, how important safety is for us, it's also on the inside. So you'll have, if there are seating locations, whether it's forward facing seats, you will have NHTSA rated seat belts in each seating location. So again, something that is extremely important to us. This is going to be a stonewall gray cabinetry. There are 4 different cabinet options, which is extremely unique for Super Cs. This product is built on our luxury diesel line, so a lot of the amenities you'll actually see overlap all the way up in some cases to our cornerstone. So this is going to be stonewall gray cabinetry with Tacoma shadow tile. There are 2 different tile options, 4 different cabinet options, and 3 different ultra leather materials that you have to choose from. So you do have the ability to really customize this coach on what fits you. Again, that's some of the really neat things in the living space. We're going to flip around now, and I'm going to show you some of the great items in the kitchen and then moving back into the bedroom. So as I was mentioning, as we transition into the kitchen area, that's something that I think is really cool, that fireplace as well as this little nook. Again, being able to make this your home, it's something that is extremely important to us. But as we move through the kitchen, as we were talking about cabinetry, recognizing this is true hardwood cabinetry. As I discussed, that this is built on our luxury diesel line. A lot of the features that you'll see are very high-end, true hardwood cabinetry throughout this entire motorhome. Solid surface countertops, under-mounted sinks. This is a nice big pan, induction cooktop, of full-size convection oven up here. Again, there are a lot of really great features as we're moving through this motorhome. The last thing I always love to showcase, this is going to be a full residential size refrigerator. It's something that very, very rarely will you see. This is going to be traditionally roughly a 21 cubic square foot refrigerator. It's not uncommon in most of our competitors' cases. You'll find something that's in the 15 to 18 cubic foot. So again, we want to make sure that when you have the ability to go set up your camp, that you can go do one grocery shopping trip and stay out there for a week. Giving you a full residential size refrigerator with water and ice is extremely important to us. I absolutely love the aesthetic of the French door style as well. Right behind that is going to be your full-size bathroom. That is going to be a fiberglass base as well as a master bedroom. That's going to give you a king-size bed that's actually on a lift. But even more important than that, you'll notice the amount of space that is in that bedroom. Again, it was extremely important to us to be able to showcase the quantity of living space inside this motorhome. The 37M is something that is extremely unique, how wide it feels when you walk inside this coach when the slides are out, giving you flush floor slide mechanisms. Again, just makes this feel extremely open. It's not uncommon with people that are transitioning from a fifth wheel into a Super C. That's the first thing they notice is how wide and open and airy this coach feels. Nice large glass, specifically from that overhead front cap. But the last couple things I want to talk about is this Firefly system. That Firefly system is actually going to be controlling your entire house. You have the ability to pair this with your phone as well. So if you don't want to have to constantly get up, pair it with your iPad. It is Bluetooth capable within roughly 50 feet of the inside of this coach. So you have the ability to fully access all of these features from the outside as well. But putting your slides in and out, lights, all of these lights are customizable. So if you want to dim them, maybe you're getting ready to watch a movie, you want some light on, but not all of them, you have the ability to dim these. It will give you all of your tank readings, house battery, chassis battery, auto gen start, you name it. All of that is accessible from this panel. I think it's something that, again, is really cool when we're talking about luxury Super Cs. This is required by all means, and it's something that I think is extremely neat. Last item I wanted to talk about, all of these great features inside of this coach. We're still one of the only manufacturers that's offering a 2-year warranty. It's extremely important to us to not just build a great product, but stand behind it as well. So whether we're talking about being the quietest riding, best handling coach on the market, or still using the highest quality of product that the market has to offer, we want to stand behind that. So continuing to be one of the only manufacturers extending a 2-year warranty is extremely extremely important because of the quality of components that we're putting on this. So maybe a 37M isn't your floor plan, maybe a 37K or a 37L bunkhouse. Check out our website at integracoach.com. Maybe find the perfect cabinet color for yourself, or maybe a little bit darker of an interior. We've got multiple options. If there's anything that we can assist with, by all means, reach out to our facility here in Middlebury, Indiana, or your local dealer, whichever is most convenient for you. But I'm pretty confident that we're still going to continue to build one of the best Super Cs in the market today. Thank you for watching today's video. Again, I think the Accolade XL for model year 2025 is going to be another great hit. If you guys have any additional questions, or maybe you want to talk about some items that I didn't talk about today, please feel free to reach out to either your local dealer or contact us here directly at the factory. We have a great team that would be a tremendous resource for answering any of those questions, or maybe assisting you in getting the perfect coach designed for yourself. Again, my name is Brendan Gendel. I'm the General Manager of the Entegra Coach Luxury Diesel Division, and I appreciate you guys watching today's video.